Hi everybody, I've got the last journal for this Friday and I really love this one. I love everything about it. It's got a real pretty rosebud fabric, and then I came over it with a real pretty lace. You'll see that on the back side. Oh, let's measure, get that out of the way. 8 by 5.5. And it's got a real pretty picture of a lady and part of a crochet doily that's kind of pinky. You know, I like pink and pinks and yellows, so this is a form of pink and yellow. It's got the pinky and then the gold here, and it's got some flowers with a seam binding bow. And there's the better view of the fabric. And like I said, I came over it with the lace, and then I coffee stained it. It's a grungy journal. I'm just into that grungy look right now. Just love it. On the inside, it has a muslin pocket with some cheesecloth on the front, some lace, and a little tag there. And the back, I did in the muslin, and then came over it with some lace that I coffee stained. It's the same lace that's on the front. And then it's got a card with some satin and some lace there, and a little card there, and over here is a tuck spot with a tag and a little piece of filigree, a couple of tags and a safety pin, and it's been inked and heavily coffee stained. I stitched it in brown. It's got some little stamps going on, little stamping, parts of a book page with the pretty stitching, and a little card. And over here is the stitching from the other side, and a flower with a little tiny hummingbird, and a real pretty lady. Piece of ephemera here. I love this. I put a couple of funny things in here. I couldn't resist. It says, "Whatever, I'm still fabulous." And I just absolutely love that. And this is a card that's attached here with fabric, so you get double the space. And this is a piece of ephemera from my catalog book. Some little flowers there, and a lot of stamping going on, and a little image. Over here is a piece of music, a paper from that old hymnal that I have, and some lace, and then I put 3 little tags there. Thought that might be kind of fun to write something and then have something here. And this is a tuck spot with a flower and another little flower inside with a piece of ephemera there. And of course I added the snippets. Been forgetting about the snippets for a while, so put those there. And there they go. They're starting off. And then stitching from the other side and lace. A little image here and a birdie, and it's like it's heavily stamped and inked, but it's not something that you can't write over, that won't show, so it's really nice. A little tuck spot I missed here. I missed so many. I went back through it 3 times stuffing it, and you know, Val said you'd think I'd remember because I made it, but I forgot, so I'm gonna put something there. I found 3 places that I missed the last time I went through it. Got a die cut out here with a beautiful image. And that says, it's got 2 little birdies on a bicycle with a little mini heart there. And it says, "I'm half crazy, all for the love of you." Who remembers that? Who knows what that is? Little tuck spot here with a little card with faint lines on it. And part of that catalog book. And then this is a piece of muslin with 2 little cards in it. But this, where'd he go? Where did I miss it? There he is. This is a tuck spot up here. So I'll just, well, I'll leave that there so I'll remember to tuck. Use a little file folder end for a tuck spot, and then put some lace, and it's got a piece of ephemera behind it. Pretty image and die cuts. Some cheesecloth here, part of a book page, a little darker card. More cheesecloth right there. This I kind of wanted to blend in. It's like a faint postcard, but I kind of wanted it to, I didn't ink it because I wanted it just to kind of flow. And over here's a tuck spot with a piece of ephemera and 2 cards. And this has got all different kinds of fabrics on it. And of course the stitching. And another tuck spot. Y'all, I'm batting 1,000. You'd be surprised how many times. And then Val goes back behind me and checks me and still miss them. So I'll put something there. Another little fold over page. And then you've got a little pocket here with 3 little mini cards. Of those. And then the lace and the stitching. I always wanted to put these in the book. I've had them printed out for a while, and I thought, you know, that would kind of go neat in a grunge type book. So I added several of these throughout. And another tuck spot that I missed. Y'all, this is killing me. I can't stand it. Hold on. I have missed too many. Okay, look what I got. These are the little things I make in advance. And it's got all different kinds of stuff. So we're going to put this over here. And as we go through, we're going to find something to stuff. So that could go there. Ha-ha. And you would be pretty there. I think there was one more. And I think I want this a little thicker. Will you fit? No. No. You might. Let's see if we can stuff you in there. Yep, you fit. Okay. I like that a little bit better. And I think there was, oh yeah, the one that, okay, I filled that one in. Okay. Now, where were we? Another vintage image here with the lace. Part of a book page. Some different laces up here in the stitching with a pretty lady. And a little pocket. And I inked up these pockets to put them in here. Little card. And another little card. Like how they... I like this idea because I like how you can fill in the page with this, but yeah, you still leave a little bit of space to write, and you can see all the elements on the page. So I like that style. And the vintage image. You know, when I was putting this in here, she's a milkmaid. She's got a little stool and she's got her little bucket. So she's out milking the cows. But I got to looking at this cow, and I see a little, I think that's a steer. So she might better go home. Start again. But I don't think that's a milking cow in the background. Little image here. Another little pocket made out of the muslin that's been inked up, and I just let the threads come on. And then it's got a little heart with some cheesecloth and part of a crochet doily. I probably spend too much time looking at the elements that I put in here. But sometimes they tell a story. Sammy Joe says hello. Got one of these little tags here and some cheesecloth. Nice place for writing there. I wanted that to blend in again, so I didn't ink it. And I stitched around the edges and added cheesecloth. Little birdie here. And a vintage image. Who remembers in Pride and Prejudice when she said, when they went to the ball, and she said that they asked where the 2 gentlemen were, and she said they're out eating ices? Well, I always wanted to know what that was, and here this says pure vanilla ices. So, you know, that must have been a thing back then, and it was in the movie, and I don't know, that just reminds me of it. Okay. Pretty image here with a little piece of lace. Got a tuck spot here on a piece of ephemera with a little flower. My mind just wanders, and I think of all the stories that could go with these images. I know. Little fold out here. And some stitching. And some stamping. Now this is the natural coffee dye. Don't know how it happens. Can be in the same batch, but it just turns out different each page. You know, and see how light that is? And then the other side of the piece of paper, look at how it took. And I love it. Little piece of ephemera here with part of a book page that I stitched around and did the same thing over here. I've been to Hot Springs. It's pretty neato bonito. Another stitching there with a pretty floral image. Tuck spot here with another image there. Pretty lady. Got the cheesecloth running down here. And this is another one of those. I wanted it to blend in. It's actually a very faint postcard. And it's really hard to tell the difference between, because they're both coffee dyed. So you just see the little image on it. I like that. And the cheesecloth and a vintage girl. Another one of these cards for writing in a whole bunch of different fabrics. And over here, I wanted to break this up a little bit, so I put a piece of coffee dyed paper that I tore there. And it's got some stamping with a little mini hummingbird again, because I just love that. And then I put in a couple of cards. And it's a linen pocket with a piece of ephemera and the lace topper. And another little card. And the stitching all the way around. This is one of my favorite sayings ever. It says, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Who knows who said that? This is quiz day. I know who said it. And you'd be surprised. Little image here, beautiful lady in a die cut. And the stitching and part of a book page flower, some laces going on. So you have this and all this for writing. That's the other half of that flower with stitching going down the edge. And this is like a little mini hidden pocket. You could put something in there. A little card there, a little card there. Some lace and part of a die cut. Little tuck spot here. I'm loving these things. It is the like du jour. Little silk flower there. A little mini card with a little mini stamp. Cute. Cute, cute. Die cut there and a birdie. And the lace and the stitching. Little pocket here with some violets and a pretty lady and part of a book page. Or dictionary page, I think that's what I used. And 2 cards. And this is not a tuck spot. This is just here for pretty. But this is a tuck spot, a little heart on a piece of ephemera. Another pretty page. And that just blends in. A little stamping going on. A little card down here with some cheesecloth. Die cut. With pretty soft lace here. And a nice image. And over here is a piece of ephemera with the lace running down the edge. A little card there. And a little tag. Over here is, oh, I just love her dress. It looks like it's all lace. You know what's sad is I would think, I could cut that up and use that in journals. but it's just beautiful. Beautiful image. And then that's part of the vintage catalog that I have on a muslin pocket that's been inked. And got some faint stamping back there. And that's part of the natural coffee dye. Part of a music from that old hymnal, some stamping, and that's the stitching from the other side. And then this is attached to the page with a piece of muslin. So you have that, and then all this space back here. Another pretty image on a piece of ephemera, and I used a book page flower with a little tag. And pretty violets, part of that hymnal and laces. Over here is a little patch pocket with an ink bottle. A little tag up here. And that's off of a envelope. 2 cards. Real pretty image here. Another card here for writing, and then, you know, very faint stamping. This is a little tuck spot, little flower with some fabrics. And it says, "What if I fall? Oh, my darling, what if you fly?" Beautiful saying. Get in there. Get in there. A little pansy there. Some ephemera. Nice little pocket. Now this is stitched down here, this one. Nice floral with part of a book page. And some cards. Get up there. In the back, more stamping, and that's the stitching from the other side. A pretty lady, and this pocket matches the front pocket. Just love this book. And it's got the cheesecloth and the lace and the tags with the safety pin. A real pretty lace. It's threads. And inside I put one of my recipe cards. I haven't used those in a while. This is for New Orleans beignets, which if you haven't had a beignet, you need to have a beignet. They're wonderful. Or you can just use it for a journaling card or make notes on the back when you make the dish or whatever you like. And then I put in just an extra piece of coffee dyed paper for journaling. And here's the back. And here's the front again. I want to thank y'all for being here with me this Friday. And I will see y'all next Friday in the next videos. Bye-bye.